my biggest advice would be just do it. I'm not Nike.
Yeah.
I'm not taking your thing, Nike. But no, seriously,
Aww.
like, don't fear the what ifs, because I wish going back, like, my biggest regret was that I didn't start these things sooner in life. Welcome back to your Millennial Group Therapy Session, Baby One More podcast with your hosts, Steph and Morgs.
Yay!
Oh, I did your name. I was just on a roll.
It's okay. You were at my pitch. It sounded like me. It's fine. But this is perfect because I can introduce our episode, which is Friends Supporting Friends, which our bestie, Steph, is our friend. And we're supporting her. Duh. And
what better way?
We have to crack the bottles because cheers to the Kale and Kardigans Boutique launching this past weekend.
Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum.
All right,
I'm so excited for this.
I'm going to put this down for a second.
Yes, please do.
Oh.
Popping bottles. Let your body waddle. Don't act like Twister. A snobby model. You just hit the lotto. I don't know if I said any of those correct. Bitchin' hopping in my Tahoe. We haven't done a sing-along in a hot minute, so I had to. Oh my God, it's so cute.
Liquid therapy cup, I felt like was necessary. So cheers to you.
We have to get millennial group therapy. Oh my gosh.
We have to. The merch.
We have to.
Merch. Cheers.
I have Corona.
It looks the same. I put in passion fruit juice. That was like the juice of choice.
Good.
I know. It was like my midnight mimosa, you know? It's fine.
It works. Cheers to
Cheers to you and your mother.
Cheers to me and my mother and our Kale and Kardigans Boutique.
I know. I was like, we need a full episode. I messaged voice memoed Steph this afternoon and we were like, what's the pod tonight? And we had a few ideas and I was like, no, it's about you. I was like, what were we thinking? So, because we've like, you've rated the weeks and you told the people, but I was like, it's time for you to shine here.
It is time since it's officially open as of Sunday, September 1st. So if you haven't checked it out, shop kaleandkardigans.com.
Love it.
But Morgan will be interviewing moi. So we're excited. But we obviously have to do our rating of the week and our TV check-in. I couldn't think of it for a second.
We're gonna do a media check-in. Reality, whatever.
I just have one thing to tell you, but that's literally it. There's not a lot of.
I feel like me. I feel like I have none, and then I'm like, what about this and this and this?
Oh, that's true. I know. And then you have like the list of things.
I know.
List of things.
You already know.
Yes. So, would you like to begin? Would you want me to begin?
You go. You
okay. Obviously, I'm going to give it like a higher rating than usual because the boutique did open, but I will also say stressful. Stressful as fuck. So I'm going to give myself a 7.5, 8. I'm going to be like right there on the cusp. It was a good week. It's been a stressful week.
Yeah.
Obviously, like just trying to get like all the last minute things done. The reason I'm not giving it a full 8 is because I got a flat tire on Friday.
Oh, fucking that's right. Damn
so
it.
I forgot that fucking shit show happened because honestly, like the week was going great. I was like getting everything set up for the boutique.
So prepared.
Getting like all the last minute things done with the website and just making sure like everything was running smoothly. And then on Friday, when I was literally going to my mother's to get like the last minute things done, we go through a car wash and my tire explodes. And thank God I made it to my mom's because had I just been like stranded somewhere else, I would have.
Right. Or like the fucking gas station with 2 children. Like,
right. No. Like I had both the kids with me. And of course, like I go over the thing. And then we had a Chipotle order pickup because I love to do the drive-through because like don't have to get out of the car. So like I went through there and I swear the guy said something to me that may have been telling me that I had a flat tire, but I thought he was just saying, have a good day. he was probably saying, you have a flat. But I was just like, okay, thanks, bye, you too, and grabbed my bag and like went on my merry way. And then I get out to the main road and my tire pressure goes from 34 or 35, whatever it was at, to 4. And I was like,
oh my God.
well, that's never happened before. So something is fucked up. Either I have a flat tire or my car is malfunctioning on me. So I literally kept driving and just prayed to God I was going to make it to my mom's. And I did,
God.
by the grace of God. Got to my mother's, and my dad was there too before he had to go to work. And he walks outside. I go, well, I have a flat tire. He's like, fucking wonderful. Every single time I got to be somewhere this shit happens. I'm like, anyways. Like, nice to see you. Yeah, nice to see you too. Didn't mean to come here with a flat tire. I go, it is because Brielle needed to go into the car wash, and I swear to God, it was the car wash's fault. In hindsight, though, like, I also needed new tires. So
right, I remember you saying that. Yeah,
like that's probably also the reason why, because they were pretty fucking bald. So like, it was probably just
we could probably go back a couple episodes and see when you were supposed to get them done.
So, you know, everything ended up working out because there were some hiccups along the way where like we didn't know if I was going to be able to get new tires until like the middle of the week because of Labor Day weekend. But then we found a place that was really close to my mom. She found it, thank God, and they were running like a super great deal. So we got all 4 tires. Oh, no. This might not work out well. We might have to pause here for a minute.
Got too excited.
I hope he's fine. He didn't even really eat the bottle. This is how I know it's his teeth. He just kind of like nibbled on it for a second and then tossed and turned, and I just patted his butt because he likes when you pat the butt. So
he's just uncomfy.
Very uncomfy little nugget. I'm like, all right, teeth, come on. Let's make our way through.
Make all the way through.
Please. Please.
Well,
anyways.
So your
I don't know where I left off.
Well, give us the rating. We heard about the tire situation, and luckily you got it situated before the launch.
I'd say it's like a 7.7. We'll put it in the middle of 7.5 and 8. 7.7, a new score. Because obviously, like, launched a boutique and everything was good. Morgan was my first order. Thank God she tested it for us to make sure. I was like, I don't know. It even said on Shopify, I was like, make sure you do a test order. I was like, oh, I should probably do that. Well, who better than my podcast but bestie, my friend supporting friend. So yes, thank you for being the first order. And she obviously had to get her Morgan multi-plat.
Yes, it's so cute. I'm like, it's literally going to be also perfect for like podcast shirt. Like
that is true.
You know, I feel like
it's a perfect little,
just a little vibe. It's a little
tea.
Yeah, when I get it, and maybe that's when we film our like a fall episode. Maybe it's our drink or our spooky drinks. Yes. I don't know.
We have to.
Something
for
like
sure.
That. So exciting.
But yes, no, other than that, aside from my tire shenanigans, I was going to say fiasco and shenanigans. Holy fuck. Anyways, yes, aside from that, everything was good.
Yeah.
Just, you know, and
the regular life.
It's been raining every single fucking day here. God. I don't know how the weather's been by you, but every single morning I've woken up to rain, and every single night I've gone to bed to rain, and every single day there's been rain at some point in the day. I'm like, is it ever going to stop? Like Sunday, it literally rained all day.
I know.
Which like was not helping my mood because I'm also about to bleed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like literally in a day or two, it's going to happen. So I'm like,
yeah.
I wonder. Yeah.
I know. That's I was good during the week, and then we did Corey's fantasy football draft. We went down to Sarasota for the day, saw friends, met the new baby, like great time, got to catch up with the peeps. Oh, that was Saturday, but as you well know, Sunday I was a fucking couch potato because I drank White Claw. I literally haven't had White Claws in so long, but we're like, oh, they're just light, like we'll just get them, like it's easy.
Yeah.
Death. Fuck that shit.
How many did you drink?
Not that many, like, but it was still just
this
like
is 30.
I said Steph, I'm gonna pop this little champagne bottle, put on a time clock. the red cheek clock, you know, because this shit's going down. No, I put enough juice. Like, I should be good. But yeah, for some reason, the White Claw did me dirty. And as we all know, as we're season 2 of the pod, we know I'm usually a puker. I didn't throw up, but I definitely could have. I like in the morning, I was like, I know I would feel better if I did.
See, and it's tricky with throwing up. It's tricky with throwing up after drinking because you never know if it's going to be like one throw up or many throw ups. At least for me. I never know if I'm going to just be like, am I just going to be sick right now or am I going to be sick for the rest of the day? Because I don't want it.
I usually am like 1 or 2 and done, but like.
Yeah, no, not me.
I should have probably done
it. You know.
But yeah, you've had
the run-ins with when I throw up.
Affair, yeah.
When I throw up for the entire next day.
No. I don't know. So like Sunday was a bust, hardcore.
And at least it was a 3-day weekend.
Thank God, because how sad would I have been on Monday?
I know, to have to already go back to work, like wasted a Sunday.
Yeah, but I would say like a 7.5. Like it was a good week. Nothing crazy, just chill.
Yeah,
and just like felt like ass. And then I feel like I'm just. What's the weather? What's the mood? What's the weather? That is the true question. Like,
could never live somewhere where it rains and is just bleh all the time.
Like Seattle. No, that's where Grey's. That's where Grey's is based. Grey's Anatomy is based in Seattle, and every once in a while they'll like show the screen or the whatever of the front of the hospital. It's raining. I'm like, stop it. We know. Like,
isn't that where like Twilight was supposed to be based? Was like in Seattle or somewhere?
Yeah,
like that?
Forks, Washington.
Oh, sorry, Washington.
I would qualify Twilight as one of the good bad movies. Like I would put it in my category of good bad.
Like, I would have to agree. I watched all of them. I went to the movie theater and saw some of them at midnight on their debut days, but I can't say it's like my favorite thing that's ever come out.
Yeah. I think I read the book.
Terrible. I didn't read any of them.
Oh. I read the first one, like, I remember Danielle giving it to me and I just read that shit so fast. And then the second one, I didn't finish it.
Yeah. No.
It was just that book was like her depressiveness, I think. And like, I was like, no.
See, and those are like those types of things. Like, I just need the movie. I don't need like the whole shebang.
Maybe this is why I don't continue a series. If I get bored,
maybe.
I'm like, meh.
Maybe. It all started with Twilight.
Maybe.
Oh my God. Well, are we going into the media?
Because we have
two things. So one, because I just thought, oh my God, what series? I'm so excited that they're making The Perfect Divorce.
I know.
Or she's writing it. Not that they're making it. She's writing it. Hello. How exciting. When you sent that to me, I got so excited. I was like, wait, what? This is epic, because that was such a good book. Well, at least Morgan and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, The Perfect Marriage. She's the Geneva Rose. She's writing a sequel called The Perfect Divorce. And I was like, do we reread The Perfect Marriage real quick?
I almost feel like I need to do. Yeah, I feel like I need to do either a reread or like read like a synopsis on it, because
I feel like we should.
I remember how it ended, kind of. For some reason, that book really sticks out to me. I think it's because I really enjoyed it. And then Natalie had to go crush my dreams.
We were like, oh my God.
And then Natalie comes in. She's like, this isn't realistic. Like, it's a fucking book. Of course it's not realistic.
Right. We're like, well, what a good twist.
Yeah.
Like we're like,
nobody
best
expected
review. Like,
it.
I mean, as you guys know, I'm here to be a cheerleader.
Yes,
we would be like the book cheerleaders.
Yes, we're the book cheerleaders for that one. There is no negatives. But no, I'm very excited. Yes, very excited for that. Did you also know? And you're not going to be as excited as I am for this, but tomorrow's Wednesday. The second season of Tell Me Lies will be
Oh,
available.
yes. I saw that. I literally
I'm
might have
so
sent it to
excited.
you while you were driving home on Instagram. Like, I just saw it.
Oh,
I just saw it.
I saw it like 2 days ago pop up on Hulu. It was like season 2. I said never Tell Me Lies. Tell Me Lies. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I
season
wonder,
2.
do you think do you remember if they released it like full out or
No.
if it was like.
They did. So the way they did it was 3 episodes and then an episode every week.
I'm such a binger.
I know.
All right, but this is good. We'll watch it.
Yes, because we'll be able to talk about it. So it's fine. But hopefully they do the 3 episodes again and they don't just do like 1 episode and then leave us to wait. Because I'm gonna be like, listen, I need more than 1 episode. You made me wait 2 fucking years for this shit.
Oh my god, that is a long time.
Well, Brie was like just born when it first came out. So that's how I know it's been at least 2 years, possibly even longer. So she's about to be 3. So yeah. She was taking at least like 2 or 3 naps a day. So I know she was not 1 yet when it came out.
To watch. Yes.
I know, because I would like plan my day around like, okay, Bree's going to take a nap right now. I can watch more of my show.
Oh,
get an episode in. Yeah.
Well, I will definitely watch it. I'm excited because it's also been enough time that like.
And like the book, you can't really go off of the book because they definitely changed.
It's done
a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it'll be really interesting to see. I'm just interested to see how it pans out. I almost want to watch the last episode.
Yeah.
Or watch like a recap of like what happened the whole season.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I need that. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. And then I don't know when, but usually this month is when, and I saw that you had sent me something about this a while back and then I never talked about it with you, but the Dancing with the Stars, which I know you said you never watch.
I never
watch. I do watch Dancing with the Stars. I've watched like the last 3 seasons that they've had.
Perfect. Yeah.
So I'm definitely excited to watch that. And yeah, we should do a little, what were you saying?
Who's going to win? Yeah. I'm here for it.
I'm excited. So far I've been doing really good with like the the top 3. Either I get like who's gonna win or they're in second place. Like I'm always right up there. The dancer in me.
I know. I will obviously be clueless. Hopefully you don't have to tell me the rules like whatever that other show was. The Mole.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. No. The rules are simple in this. They dance. Like the dancers dance with stars and they get scores. And every week they have a different theme. So I wonder if they'll do another Taylor Swift theme because they did that last season and it was the most viewed episode ever in all the seasons of Dancing with the Stars.
I love that. I saw clips, obviously. My news outlet, TikTok, you know. That was the only place I saw it, but I should give it a rewatch because
I'm like, when are they going to announce who's going to be on it? Because like it should be coming out this month.
That's what I thought.
They usually always like announce it that it's coming out this month. So there's usually already like a lineup. I was going to look it up just to see, but
same.
I haven't seen anything about it. When you did send it, I went to go look and there was still no updates.
Yeah, I realized it was like an old ass one they were talking about. It's like, oh, okay. Like TikTok, of course. But
when is it returning? It will be on September 17th.
Oh, so very soon. Okay.
That was updated 2 days ago. I don't know. Is this the cast? See, Dancing with the Stars season 33 cast.
Is it just like I feel like it needed to be like The Bachelor. Like put it on Instagram in a little carousel and like you know, Dancing with the Stars.
They're like still all they said is that there's 3 exits confirmed by pro dancers.
Who could these pairs be? Yeah, they're like hiding their faces still.
Like, let us know, guys. Come on. What the frick? Well, hopefully we find out soon because I'm excited to see.
Dance over to Good Morning America tomorrow for the reveal. So next week we can look at it or talk about it.
Right. Wait, but like tomorrow, like tomorrow the 3rd?
Yes, the 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago.
Oh my god, how exciting.
I know.
So we'll know. Oh, perfect. So many exciting things happening
I'll
tomorrow.
Follow the page.
Yes, please do.
I've never watched it, but I'm here for it.
It's good. I used to watch it like back in the day. Nicole's mom like watched it all the time. She always had it on. And then I would watch it there when it was on. And then sometimes I'd watch it at my house. And then I was really into So You Think You Can Dance.
Okay.
Which, like, I don't know what happened to that show, but they had it for a while, and then one of the judges who actually won like the first season, Twitch, he, himself. So
Oh.
yeah. So they haven't like had a season since that happened. And I'm
Oh
like,
no.
I don't know.
Sad.
Yes. So I don't know what's going on with that, but that was my
Hmm.
favorite dancing show. Like, I love Dancing with the Stars, but So You Think You Can Dance was like my favorite because they had like all the different types of dancers and genres. And then they had World of Dance that came out not that long ago that was hosted by Channing Tatum's wife and ex-wife. Sorry, ex-wife.
Jenna Dewan.
Thank you. Yes, her. And they had like a couple. I think J-Lo was a host or a judge.
Oh, that's cool.
Neo was a judge, and Julian Huff's brother, that I can't think of his name, who's also a judge on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
So it was like all of them.
I haven't watched any of this, so
I love dancing shows, as we know.
Yeah.
Because of my love for dance. So, but I'm excited for the new season. It's interesting because they always have like a bachelor or bachelorette contestant on there. And the bachelorettes like usually make it to the top 3. And I'm like, is this because of popularity or because they can actually dance? But I will say the ones who have won could actually dance.
Okay. Well, give it a go. We'll give it a go. I don't know. I'm down.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Something different. I mean, I miss every once in a while I'll be like, we'll like have eaten dinner or whatever. And we're like, what do we watch? And I'll be like, I miss Abby Lee Miller.
I know. That was like a dancing thing.
No, you don't. And I was like, no, I don't. Her voice is so annoying. But like,
I know.
Also,
it was so
I
entertaining.
Love the drama.
It was so entertaining. You can't not love on that show.
If anyone who's listening watches or watched Grey's Anatomy.
Oh yes, Morgan has.
You have to know
some stuff.
You have to know. I hit season 12, and I just am very disappointed in a lot of things. I mean, I've been disappointed in the show for quite some time, but I'm still watching. But I need to talk about it with somebody. So if anyone's watched Grey's, please.
How many seasons?
Please give me a holler. 20. They're like on 21.
I was like, and it's still going, right?
Yeah.
Jesus, people call it quits. At like what point do you just stop making seasons?
I think it was season 9 finale or 10. And there's this like very, very dramatic thing that happens. And I literally, it was the same year I had Corey look it up. I have him look up all the things so I don't get spoilers. And it was so dramatic that I was like, I made him look it up and I was like, okay, same year as Twilight came out, the final one. Remember in Twilight, there was like a fake fight scene? And like, it's like 5 minutes long and you're like, oh my God, everyone's dead. Like all the things. And I was like, that's what's going to happen. I kept telling him, I'm like, this is like, it's fake. Like this is so bad. It's fake. And he's like, it's not. This is the real show. And I was like, this shit's stupid. I see why people stop watching. And I'm still watching it in the background. But like, well, dumb.
I can't do that many seasons. Like things like that, Grey's, The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones. Like if I didn't start it when it started, you're not getting me on that train. There's too many. The only show I will do that with is The Office, as we all know.
Yeah.
But that's my security blanket TV. Aside from that, like, I can't do it unless I start the season. Like, I mean, I know this is going to be the final season of You, which I'm interested to see how that happens. But it's like, at some point, you gotta cut it. Like, I know it's sad, but like, you gotta end it.
I'm not attached. I'm literally only attached to one character. And I was like, Corey, tell me if he dies.
Did that character die?
No. He said, well, and he didn't give me any spoilers, but he said he's in as many episodes as Meredith Grey. And I was like, okay. Well.
Is she in a lot of episodes?
I mean, the show's called Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, true. Duh.
She's the main character. But like, is she still in it after 20 seasons? I don't know. because I haven't. I literally.
You
I try
haven't
not.
gotten there.
I mean, this is the most I've talked about it, so now my phone's gonna be giving me all the fucking
Yeah.
spoilers probably. But like, my favorite game though, which I've told the pod besties about this, that my favorite activity is spotting people from other shows in other shows.
Yes.
The problem is I don't want to spoil the show Grays for myself, so I make Corey do it. I'm like, can you fact check me?
No, that's true. That's so
I'll
important.
literally yell to him. Like if he's in the other room, I'm like,
the amount of
look
times I've given away things because I go to look one thing up and I'm like, I wasn't trying to look at that.
We learned that the hard way with Survivor because in the rewatch when people came back, like you can't look anyone up because big spoiler. So I literally do you remember the little girl from Weeds with the curly hair, blonde girl?
Yes.
Dude, I spotted her in one of the episodes. And Corey was like, how? How? And I was like, it's my superpower.
It's actually wild because a lot of characters from Weeds are in shows that like I never realized. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, that person was in Weeds. Also, like, totally forgot about that show, but that was such a good show. You know how old Weeds is?
Good. 2007?
In college.
Or something?
In college, yes. We would go rent it at Blockbuster to watch.
I own the
wild.
DVD.
Yeah, because they were on DVDs back then. I remember going and like renting the fucking DVDs at Blockbuster, and then I think a couple months after we finally finished the season, Blockbuster closed for good, and I was like, oh.
I have like
one of my last one of my last rentals there was Weeds.
That's crazy,
right? Up in Orlando too. Nonetheless, it was the Orlando one that was right by our Publix that we would go to.
I've definitely like turned it on before as like a safe security blanket show. As like in the first episode, the boys are like watching the Nature Channel and they say, "You can't miss the bear," and that's like that one. And then I think it's like either the second episode or the third episode. It's when Doug goes to the dispensary. But it's like it was so crazy because I watched that freshman year of college. Someone was playing it in their dorm. There was no dispensary.
No, that didn't exist.
It was crazy. It was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like just a show that was like talking about it, you know?
Yeah, I want to watch it again. I want to like do a rewatch. Maybe I'll make Joe rewatch it with me.
It's a good because they're short. They're 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's like an easy like.
Yeah,
it's like an Office. Like it's perfect, super easy to watch and hilarious. And I honestly like barely remember what happens like at the end because. I feel like we would like half-ass watch those episodes at that point.
Yeah, well, because Nancy gets crazy at the end. Yeah, it gets annoying, but then you're like, I have to see how it ends.
Yeah. Dude, do you know to this day, sorry, one more thing, and then we'll get off the fucking reality TV check-in. But I was just thinking about this. Do you know to this day I still haven't watched all of How to Get Away with Murder? Because after they killed off, spoilers, guys, if you haven't watched it, but after they killed off...
Wes?
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't do it. I was like, absolutely not. I'm done.
I mean, I respect that. I did the same thing with Game of Thrones. Binge watch all of season 1 in Corey's like dorm-ish room by myself. They kill off who they kill off, and I was like, no. And I didn't come back for like 3 seasons. I literally missed the red wedding. Like I missed key details.
Oh my god, that's how I feel like I need to like rewatch.
You should.
How to Get Away with Murder because
it's good.
I was just like, how do I watch? I think I did. That's a lie. I did watch like another season where he wasn't in it because she like has his baby, or at least that's where I was left off. With the one girl was pregnant with his kid,
Laurel.
Yes, and I was just like, but like, how do I continue this? Because I knew that she got killed too. Well, at least I thought she got killed. The teacher, the professor.
I wouldn't know.
Though.
I know everything.
No, but no, I will.
That
watch
show's
it
so
again.
good. You should watch it.
Please. Do you know? Like, I was never a TV person, and then I was at Maria's apartment in college. She was watching. What the fuck was the show that came on before that on ABC?
Scandal.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was watching Scandal because she would watch Scandal. I never got into Scandal. But then I know, but we were like sitting there drinking wine.
Yeah.
And we're like looking at the TV and we're like, oh, what's this show? And it was the first night that it premiered. Mm-hmm. And I just remember being like, oh, this seems like really interesting. God. And we got so into it. And like from there on, I just remember being so excited every single Thursday night that it would come on because like that was my show.
Well, you know that Shonda Rhimes, the creator of How to Get Away with Murder, did Scandal and Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, I didn't know about the Greys. I knew that she did Scandal, but I didn't know about Greys. Oh.
So, then that's kind of why I wanted to watch Greys, too, because I watched Scandal more recently, like last year or something, and it was good. Again, got a little crazy, but the cast was great. But the crossover of the Scandal cast into Greys is super cool. There's a lot of
now
them.
You know that. Oh. I have so many shows that I should really watch.
How to Get Away with Murder, though, you should have finished.
I know, I need to. I'm just going to restart it because there's like parts that I definitely don't remember. Well, like I remember the whole first couple seasons, but I think whenever he dies is when I started to kind of like drift away. So
yeah.
We'll get to it one day. But anyways, enough about reality TV because I could talk about that forever apparently tonight. I know. Like, we have nothing to talk about when it comes to reality TV. No, we actually do. We have a lot to talk about. So.
Always.
There's always something.
Did I have any books? Well, I did finish the Britney book. God,
you said that.
I know. We could just put a pin in that.
We'll put a pin. We'll revisit it when we do our nostalgic episode next week.
Yes,
that'll be perfect. Sure. A great little time.
Really perfect because I'm gonna also finish Britney, but I'm gonna maybe I can try to like hustle through Paris Hilton memoir also because that was on my queue now too.
Did I talk about in the last episode that I finished The Teacher? Or did I finish that this weekend?
No, you talked about it.
Okay. I can't remember if that was like, I don't remember when I finished it, to be honest. I have no clue.
I remember you talked about it, but was that on a different Stephanie memo? Maybe.
Who knows? It might have been. Well, if you guys have a book to read, The Teacher was good. It had a crazy, the ending was wild. That's all I'm going to say to that. If you need a good book with an ending or a wild ending.
We need another book talk, book chat.
We do. Now that I'm finally reading again. Exactly. It's about damn time.
Yes. Okay.
Anyway,
and here we are.
And here we are.
To the segment, Friends Supporting Friends, as we mentioned.
With yours truly.
Co-host, co-owner. Is that what you call yourself? I don't know. Kale and Kardigans Boutique. I know.
Mother, co-host, owner, wifey. What else do you need? All the things.
I love it. You have to tell the people to kick us off, though.
Yes.
Why is it called Kale and Kardigans Boutique?
Well,
they might not know.
I know. And I thought about that when we were thinking about what to name it. And my mom was like, well, why don't you name it Kale and Kardigans? And I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's a boutique. So where does Kale fit into it? And she's like, well, maybe people will think that's your name. And I'm like, but it's not my name. And nobody in my life is named Kale. So it is what it is. But to bring you back, to paint the picture, back in 2017 November of 2017, I should say, I decided that I wanted to give the whole influencing thing a go. And I decided to name my Instagram page, Kale and Kardigans, because of my love for not only fashion, but also fitness and health and wellness and all that shiz. Because at the time, I was a very healthy, fit gal. And then life happened. Adulting happened. But that was kind of where it all came from. So my Instagram did start out as more of a health, wellness, and fitness account with sprinkled fashion in there. I would share some workouts here and there, share active wear. But then, I don't know, probably a couple months into that, I was like, I don't feel like this is as fulfilling as I want it to be. I love fitness and all that, and it's my hobby. It's what keeps me sane. But I love fashion. And we know
always
from a very young age, I've always loved fashion. If you would have asked any of my friends when we would go out and they'd be like, what are we wearing tonight? If somebody said we're going to be casual, I was never casual.
No,
let's be real.
Never.
I literally didn't know what that word meant. I was going to wear something that was still, I don't know, more put together, so to speak. Even if everyone was like, we're going to wear sweatpants and fucking like a baggy t-shirt. And I'm like, well, I'm going to wear jeans and a cute crop top and heels. I don't give a flying fuck. Like,
and then you also dressed us, because I'm pretty sure, like, thinking back, like a lot of my outfits that are not my outfits in a lot of pictures are your clothes, because
that's true. I was the closet. In college, I was the closet. All of my roommates can tell you that. Everybody would just come shop in Steph's closet. And hindsight 2020, I should have named it Steph's Closet, but no, like I literally, that was like the thing, was like, okay, what does everybody need from my closet? Just come shop. But I have had, like, I've always had a shopping addiction. I freaking love shopping. Like that was just my favorite thing, was to find good deals, to find new fun outfits. In college, that was all I would go do on my weekends. It's like, go to the mall, find a cute outfit, wear it out to the club, repeat. So it's just a vicious cycle. So I figured if I was doing it for all these years, because when I did finally get into like the whole influencing, whatever, realm, I was basically supporting and promoting other brands and boutiques. And I was like, why am I not doing this myself? Like, I literally do it for all these other people. I could be doing this for myself. And honestly, getting clothes for a boutique and like shopping for clothes for a boutique, it really helps aid my addiction.
Right. Like, what a win, right?
It honestly does, because it's like, I love to shop. I love online shopping, especially nowadays, with that being like the whole, that's what people do. But I'll get like carried away, and then I'm like, I don't have all this money to be spending, Stephanie.
Right.
But this is like so nice, because not only is it building the business and supporting like that, but it's like, it's fun for me. It's shopping all over again. Exactly. But now I'm shopping for other people that might enjoy the clothes and things.
I know.
Sharing my love. So yeah, that's kind of where the name comes from. And I figured it's been around since 2017. Why not bring it into a boutique? Like, I messed around with a bunch of different names. So I was like, at the end of the day, Kale and Kardigans. Like, come on.
So good.
I sat on that name forever and ever. Like, I was trying to brainstorm, because this was before, we had the lovely Chat GPT and AI that could come up with shit, but like, type in 2 words and we'll make everything for you. But no, I like had to sit there and be like, what is something catchy? Because back then, that was like when everybody had names like that.
Yep.
Like some of the big time influencers, like Champagne and Chanel. She was like a big one. And there was another one too that was like a
something
carrots and something, and she was more like a health one. But I was like, oh, these people have these like blah and blah, and I was like, I need to think of something like that.
I know. We just sat. I just remember sitting at the table in the kitchen and just like trying to come up with what
can I think of that will embody both of these things and all the things that I love. And so Kale and Kardigans was born, and now
I know. Well, and it's stuck. Like, I literally still am like trying to search for when you switched, because it was like a journey, right? And a lot of influencers do end up switching from
to be just like more personal,
their name, exactly. And I just remember I was like, where did you go? What the fuck happened? What is your name?
I was just
ma'am?
Like, all of a sudden I'm like, well,
identity crisis.
And then it kind of, at the end of the day, it kind of worked out, because now there's a boutique. So it's like, I didn't want to have Kale and Kardigans and then have like shop Kale and Kardigans, because that's like confusing. Like, keep my influencing and content creation to the side, and all that to the other side. But yes,
I know. So, I guess
that is where she was born.
I know. I love it. And that's perfect, because the background, people don't know the background necessarily.
Exactly. So for the people that don't know, now you know.
I know. What do you think's really been the biggest like challenge, I guess, just getting it up off the ground? Because I know it's been, you did it pretty quickly, like from at least from my perspective. But I know you were excited. Yeah.
The biggest challenge for me is technology, and we all know that I struggle with technology in all aspects of the word.
Can I say you used to? I'm gonna give you the win, because she set that whole website up by herself, friends.
Thank you.
Give her the claps. Give her the snaps.
I am honestly shocked, because I was like, Morgan, you might have to help me, but I also want to learn. So like, I have to do this. I'm a hands-on learner, like big kinesthetic learner here. But I was like, I have to fucking figure this out, because if I don't figure it out, I'm going to keep like how did you do this? How did you do that? But
Yep.
I mean, to be honest, going back to like Kale and Cardigans, like when I had my blog, I was so bad with my blog because I was terrible at technology and I never understood how to use the website. And I was like, this is just too stressful for me. Like, I can't do this. I can do social media. I can do all that. But when it comes to like website design and all of that, like that was extremely daunting to me. And, you know, I did all the pieces to like get the LLC, get this, get that.
Yeah.
And it's not like the easiest thing either to acquire. But once you have it, it's like, okay, thank God that's done. But the website, like I had made the Shopify account and then I was like just sitting there like, okay, you have to do this, Stephanie. Like you just have to do it. You have to start it or else it's never going to get started. And I was like, okay, just like deep breath. You got this. And honestly, like once I finally got the swing of things and learned where all the different buttons were and how to do this and how to use this theme and all that. And thank goodness for my morgs because I almost had the wrong fucking website like theme. I was like, oh, there's different themes for different types of like businesses. Right. Like if you're selling art, this is a better one to use than if you're selling clothes and accessories. I'm like, got it. That makes sense. Because looking at other like, you know, fellow boutiques, like online boutiques, I'm like, why does theirs look like this? And how can they do this and that? Like I couldn't figure that out on the one I was originally on. I was like, it's not making sense. Like something is just not adding up. And then my lovely morgs found information for me. And I was like, oh, I'm not using the correct theme. Thank goodness we figured that out now. So like, luckily everything was like easy to fix. But yeah, technology has definitely been the hurdle of hurdles for me.
Yeah.
But
honestly, I mean, you now you're in, you did the hard part. I feel like obviously there's like uploading after the fact, the new drops, different things, but like
yeah, no, that was definitely the challenge. 100%. I love obviously, like I said, like finding the clothes and all that. I will say this as somebody who loves clothes, creating content when I'm like doing it all in one day like I did today can be very exhausting and taxing. And it makes you like never want to go into a fitting room and try on clothes. Like I used to love doing that and now I'm like, I am exhausted. It took me like almost 2 hours to shoot 5 different outfits, do reels, do TikToks, do story content, like all of it. And I'm doing it all inside because it's either raining or 1,000 degrees outside. And like we're doing fall styles in Florida, like not going to work. I even was like, do I go take pictures like outside? I'm like, I'll wait till it cools down. I'm not about to give myself a heat stroke just to like make some content. So... Because like, I mean, that's what I used to do. Like that was the thing. Go outside and thank goodness for reels now because nobody goes and like takes real photos anymore. Like,
I know.
That was like the thing when Instagram first came out and now it's like nobody's doing that. I mean, people do it still, but I'm not going to go, like I said, sweat my tushy off to take a few pictures. And
they
also
probably don't live in Florida.
I used to have a car that I could actually change in. Now I have a car that has 2 car seats in it and I have no room to change even if I wanted to. So like, where am I going to go take photos to be able to like change in and out of outfits? Like,
oh my God.
I used to go like change in the Starbucks down in City Place.
Yes.
Like
perfect. Yeah.
Over there.
That's so funny.
Anyway, so yes, that's the good old days of content creation. How it has changed.
I know. You go, girl, because that just hauling ass with all the content. That's half. That's it's crazy because it's. I mean, challenge again in of itself is just like it's just you and your mom, right? Like that's awesome. Like, but
let's be real, love my mother, but like it's not like she's the most tech savvy person either. So the other day she needed to make a TikTok because she wants to like go support the page. And she goes, I don't know what's wrong with my TikTok. I can't search anything. It's telling me I have a time limit. I can only watch it for like an hour. And she literally hands it to me. I go, why does your TikTok look so different than mine? I'm like, did you download the right TikTok? And I'm like, no, this is the right one. So I'm like looking, I'm like, there's literally no search bar. There's the way that ours looks at the bottom. Hers looks entirely different.
Is it like kids or something?
You can't post anything. And I go, why is yours so weird? And then she's like finally going through like trying to find settings. She's like, oh my God, I think I set mine up as a kid's account. And she's like, no wonder it told me I had reached my limit of time on the app the other day.
I mean, I used to have a limit also.
I was gonna say, I mean, granted, but like this was like, it's automatically on there. Like, I guess if there's like a kid, and it made sense because all her videos were like cute little animals and things. So I was like, why are you not seeing the shit that I have to look at? What's going on?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, but it makes sense. That's why. So yeah, we try to not let her have too much,
reign in the content area. Yeah.
We'll just let that stay with me. Because I have like read and seen horror stories of people like hitting the wrong button on Shopify and like deleting 20 orders, and I'm like, no, I will have a actual conniption. So like we have to, I was like, I even got her the app today and I was like, if you want to see who's viewing the website, you press this button and you don't press anything else. That is all you can press. Like you can see the sales here and you can see who's looking here, and that's all.
Yeah. I feel like it's so like, obviously there are challenges with working with anyone but your mom, obviously. And like, but how special to start something,
I know. It's like, so it's cute because it's like a family business. And then like, if it does become something huge one day, like I can pass it down to Brie because I already know she's going to be all over the freaking fashion. She is my daughter. That's for sure. So like, it's, it can stay in the family and just carry on the name.
I love that.
Be like, who the heck is Kale and Kardigans? Oh, that was my mom. That was my mom's influencer name when she was 26 years old.
Aww, I know. Well, yeah. Like, okay, let's just paint the picture. Do you need a goal setting session right now? I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, like if all goes well and your drops go viral, obviously that's the amazing goal. That's the goal. She sent me a skirt today and I was like, that might be the one. And
stay tuned, guys.
I know. Would you ever want to have like a real shop, like storefront?
I've thought about it. I've honestly thought about it because it would be really cool to do. I mean, listen, the online things obviously like it's cool. It's
so cool.
It's definitely like what the new age is online shopping. But, people do like to go shopping in person too and try on things. So I would definitely consider it, especially if it is something that would take off. Like, why not?
Right? Not
opposed. Do something fun. Not opposed to it. Like, you never know. Could definitely become a thing.
I'm manifesting.
Manifesting all the things.
I know. Let's see what other. Oh yeah. So you have the drops happen Sunday night, right? That's going to be the plan moving forward.
As for now, I don't know like if I'm going to keep it like that. I also want to like test the waters and maybe try like drops on different days just to see, or different nights. I'm definitely going to stick to nighttime just because it's like easier with like my schedule too.
Well, and after work and all that. Yeah.
But I'm like obviously Sunday's a good day too because like people are kind of like chilling. They're like, okay, I have to go to work tomorrow, but like let me sit on my computer and like see what's going on in the world. That's how I used to be. At least it was like my decompress before I have to go to work the next day. So, I like the idea of Sunday night, but I'm also like, we might do some like surprise drops like here and there. Yeah. Because I was even thinking about like doing something tomorrow as like a little something, and then like next week, and just see like how that flows. So
I know. You can do anything you want.
I know. Whatever I feel.
I know.
But so as of right now, it will be like Sundays at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Because I feel like that's a good time for like all of the different time zones. What are they called? Thank you. Time frames. That's not it. So why not?
I know. And it's so exciting too, because like I was telling Steph, like I never like you're doing the damn thing. You're in the fashion area of the world. I'm not, obviously. But I was like, how fun to set up like a shop that does a drop of like specific items. So it's like it's cool.
That's fun too, like getting to curate, because like me, I Morgan knows more than anyone that I am the OCD. I need it to be a theme, even with our podcast page. So
love it.
That's just in me. Like, and I think that's why like the whole influencing and all that, like content creation was always something that I was kind of like drew to, because I was like, come on, like all my life, I'm like, I need a theme. I need things to be matching. I don't want like just like sporadic like colors and this. No, like everything needs to be cutesy and match and in a niche and all that. So yes, being able to like curate styles and not just be like, here's like 5 items that have no fucking rhyme or reason. No, I want it to be like cute and stylish and have, you know, a little bit of a flow. So
I know. It's so exciting.
You know, our first drop was obviously very neutral. And I kind of did that because the theme of the website is neutrals. Like I wanted my website to be like very nudes, taupes, like,
brand,
you know, browns, like all of that natural look, because I've always liked those colors. If you could even call them colors, shades, I don't know, but I've always liked that. And I honestly went back and forth with like doing like more like the sage greens, but I was like, at the end of the day, like the nudes are always going to be my vibe. Like I just love the look of that. So I was like, I can of course always incorporate sage in there, but like I love my nudes. So I figured for the first drop, you got to match the website. Like, hello.
Exactly.
So that's why everything was very nude and like neutral. And we called it Falling for Neutrals because we are entering my favorite season also, which is another reason why I wanted to start the boutique this time of the year, because I'm like, my favorite season is fall. Like, end of discussion. I love all the clothes. I would say I love the weather, but not here in Florida. But if I were somewhere else, I love the weather. But I just love the vibe of fall with the pumpkins and the apples and the pumpkin patches and the spooky vibes and all the things. So I just had to. And I'm like, and the colors of fall, they speak to me. They're some of my favorite colors to wear all year round. And that is why we started now. Because, like, what better time?
I know. You fucking did it. It's perfect.
Thank you, Morgan.
I know. Just still cheerleading over here.
Always. My favorite cheerleader.
I know. Do you have any spoilers to give away for the upcoming themes that you have in mind or in the future?
So this weekend, because this will be live, this episode's going to be live on Thursday. So Sunday at 7:30. What day will that be? The 8th, I think?
I think so. Yeah.
I believe so. So we will be doing, so let me back up. We did a very big drop for like our first one, which I feel like a lot of like boutiques, when they open, they don't normally do as many pieces just because like you don't know what's going to sell, what's not. And I was like, you know what, just like put a bunch of stuff on there so that there's stuff on the website. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'd be more inclined to look if there's more than like 5 pieces on there. So we did 11 pieces for the first drop. And then I said, from here on out, we'll do smaller drops to add to what we already have on there. Right. So the next collection will only be 5 pieces, but it will be more in like the green and gray hues.
Love it.
And it will be called the Evergreen. What did I call it before? I told you it. Oh, Evergreen Ash.
Oh, Ash.
Evergreen Ash for greens and grays collection. And the shirt that I'm currently wearing, if you're viewing this and just listening, is from this collection. So it's like a really cute, it's kind of like cropped, but it almost like has a shark bite style where it's like cropped in the front and then falls lower on the sides, but it's got a cute little pocket. It's like a nice little knit stitching, like waffle stitching, and then has like a cute little lacy floral detail here. Oh, so many cute things. Haven't named it yet, but it will get a name. They do really, really big though, and I like kind of wish that I had the small because the medium's a little bit too big for me. But you know, I do like my stuff oversized, but like this brand in particular runs very oversized. This brand is very much like a Free People dupe or like an Anthropology dupe. Like they like to come out with styles like that, but for a fraction of the cost. So if you like Free People or you like Anthropology, we're your shop. Because you know, why not? So we'll have some cute stuff. We will have a dress. We'll have our first ever dress dropping, which will be tall girl friendly, which I know there's not a lot of dresses that are usually tall girl friendly, but this one will be because it like comes to my knees if I don't have it belted to like kind of give it some shape and body.
Love it.
We'll have pockets.
Yay!
And there's actually, this dress is so versatile because not only will it have pockets and it's long, but you can wear it obviously like belted. You can also wear it on the shoulder and have like a cute little like rectangle square neckline, or you can wear it off the shoulder. But there's
We
just
love
so many different
options.
ways. Yes,
Yeah.
the options are endless. So that will be like our first official dress drop, which I'm excited about. We'll have 3 different types of sweaters, all very different styles. This one that I'm wearing, there's going to be like a gray one with buttons and a collar that's really cute. Very like good for during the day, but also can like dress it up at night to go out, which we love. Again, I'm all about versatility. Yeah. Like if I'm going to buy something, I need to be able to wear it a million different ways, not just like one specific way. So we have that. We have like a nice little knit sweater that will carry you well into the winter time because it's pretty thick. And then we have a very cute little jacket, a brown jacket with some, I want to say they're not corduroy, but they're more like a heavy knit sleeve. They almost look like they could be corduroy from a distance, but they're not. So
I know. Well, I love what you have on. I love like seeing all the like patchworky vibe.
I know, right? And that's like what this brand is known for. They have like a lot of cute patchwork. And is that me or weird thing? No, I think we're good. Something was like going off there, but no, like I love the patchwork detail. That's like my favorite thing is like seeing all the different details and the patches and this and then different patterns. So we do have a lot of things like that coming very soon too. We pretty much like have planned out until like probably the end of October at this point.
That's so good though. And that's, I feel like leads me to my questions. Like, how is it balancing all the things, because there's a lot going on in life normally.
So yeah, usually this is like the busiest time of year for me.
Yeah.
Because I have all of our family members' birthdays start right now in September because we'll have baby Joey's first birthday towards the end of this month. So I have to prepare for that, which like it's in the back of my head. I'm like, I need to start getting the stuff for that. Yeah. But it's like I have that to plan for. And then like my birthday's in October. Then we have Brielle's birthday in November. And then it's Thanksgiving. And then we have Joe's birthday in December. And then it's Christmas. And like his parents' birthdays are like sprinkled throughout those months. And it's like, okay, I don't get a break until basically January 1st.
Right. Well, it's good. At least you're prepped a little with the boutique and then.
Yes. So that's, it's good to like have, that basically like kind of into those months because it's going to be like very chaotic to be like also looking for inventory, but doing that. But like I have my mother who has been a bomb when it comes to finding inventory.
I know.
Thank goodness.
We love have similar this for her. I know.
So I will say that because she was like looking up things last night and she showed me them today and I was like, oh, I actually like almost all of these. But like it's good to give her some stuff too because she doesn't see the same stuff I see.
Yep.
So it's like she has, oh, well, these look good too. And, she likes this for like, it's better like cause she's a different age group than I am. So like that also helps kind of like get different customers that might be in that age group.
Exactly. I love it.
Might find that I would probably look at it and be like, I don't know,
Yeah.
So it's good. I like that we have a little bit of both.
Well, and I almost feel like, because my mom and I, like, sometimes, like, we both have work trips sometimes. And I feel like we end up wearing similar things for work. So it's like, even if the age gap's there, it's like maybe some of the pieces end up being fine.
Working.
Like it's all good. Yeah.
It's true though. I love that. So, and my mom has always been somebody who goes to my closet for clothes. So, and anytime I'm like getting rid of clothes, she's like, well, what do you got? Bring over what you're going to get rid of. Let me go through it first. So,
I love her.
Again, I am the closet. I'm the walk-in closet.
Literally. So. That can be the storefront, Kale and Kardigans closet. Yeah, Steph's closet, like all of the things. We'll build it'll look like I'm manifesting. We'll build it as if you're walking into a closet somehow.
Right. Well, my mom was like, why didn't we think about Kale and Kardigan's closet? And I was like, well, there was a reason why I didn't think about Kale and Kardigan's closet because I wanted to stick with the K's and we all know what 3 K's is.
Yeah,
and we're not going to do that.
We're not doing that.
I was like, I don't think that that's the vibe here.
I feel like you definitely brought it up though, even before. And it was just like,
I was like, it's like it flows. It sounds good. But like, if we're sticking with the theme that like Kale and Kardigans both have K's, like, cause that was the whole point was I changed the C in Kardigans to a K. Like
Yeah.
You're not going to leave the closet as a C, but if you change it to a K when we're shortened, that abbreviation is not going to fly.
Hard pass.
Yeah,
that's
like,
true.
That's not going to work.
I don't even think we mentioned it, because if you're listening or viewing,
oh, yes,
I'll figure out something on the screen here for the people watching. But yes, Kale and Cardigans. Cardigans is with a K.
Yes.
When you go on the website, yes.
That was the whole thing, was that we had to have the K and the K. So
yeah,
we didn't want to have 3 of those.
No,
we're not trying to be those people.
Absolutely,
no, thank you. Absolutely not. So
no.
So that is why we're Kale and Kardigans Boutique.
I love
closet.
boutique. It sounds so fancy, and I like
know.
it. Sparkly.
Because listen, I thought about a lot of things, like Kale and Cardigans collection, like all these things. But I'm like, you can't do that, because if we're gonna, like I said, if it'd be one thing if we didn't do the play on, the K with the K, but then it's like stupid, because it's like, well, then why don't they just make that a K? Yeah. At least that's how my brain thinks.
I love it. It was a great choice.
Thank you, Morgs.
I guess, what inspiration do you have anyone that's maybe interested in starting their own either shop or whatever, anything, or even influencing, I guess, for that matter?
I guess if there's anything, my biggest advice would be just do it. I'm not Nike. I'm not taking your thing, Nike, but no, seriously, like, don't fear the what ifs, because I wish, going back, like, my biggest regret was that I didn't start these things sooner in life. Like, I really wish that instead of being like, oh, well, like, if I do this, like, what if people, look at it and like make fun of me, or think like this is silly, or all these different things. And it's like, at the end of the day, who the fuck cares what they think? Nope. Like, truly, like, who actually cares? So, like, I wish that back in college, when like social media was just becoming a thing, that I thought to like do this type of stuff. Like,
totally.
Share my outfits, because I had so many outfits. I go shopping all the time. I could have made so much content, and like, who knows where I could have been now from that? Because look at these girls that started back then. They freaking have 1 million plus followers, and I'm like, why did I started the YouTube
too? You were so I know. Right there.
It was like, I always like was like, oh, do I do this, or is this like stupid? And like, just don't think that way. Just try. Yeah. And honestly, consistency is key. Yeah. If I learned anything, and I'll tell you firsthand, like, if I learned anything, especially with the way that social media is nowadays, if you are not consistent, honestly, nothing's going to work. Like, if there's no like magic, like, oh, you're going to be the one person. I mean, it does happen to some people where they're just like the one person that pops off out of fucking nowhere. But 99% of the time, people who are consistent are the ones who are growing and like making it into real careers. And I mean, I was on the up and up, and then I had a kid, and then I had another kid, and I slowly plummeted because I wasn't making content as regularly as I used to. I mean, granted, I have 2 beautiful children I'm taking care of. So that is going to always come up first. But yeah, when you're not consistent, your shit just isn't going to get seen. And
I know.
Like,
and it makes
discourage
sense.
Yourself, like, because one thing doesn't go well. I mean, I do it to myself all the time. I'm like, why isn't this getting more views? Literally. Or why isn't this I did it today to Morgan.
Yeah, it was literally right before we started filming right now. I was like, we're shadow banned on YouTube, by the way. Like,
and it's like, some things are going to like do so well, and some aren't. And it's just like, you have to keep trying and just don't give up, and don't allow your fears to make you not try something that you actually want to do. Like, don't let the other people hate, like, don't let their hate make you like, I don't want to try this, because at the end of the day, nobody has come out to me and been like, I can't believe you started a business, like a fashion boutique. I can't believe you started a influencer content creation page. Like, nobody has said that to me. If anything, people are like, oh my God, how exciting. Like, that's super cool. Like, this is totally right up your alley. And it's like, I just wish I would have done this, like, couple years back. That's my only regret, is like, why didn't I start sooner? Why did I let all like the stupid like chatter happens? No, don't let that. Don't let that freaking
timing is everything, though. So it's like,
that is true too.
Go with it, but
I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, and timing is key. And there's always a reason for the season. Got you guys with my quotes. just out here
Oh my
rhyming.
God.
But yes, that would be my, like I said, biggest tips and advice. Just do it and don't fear what the haters might say, because they're
Right.
probably not going to say anything anyways. And if they do, it's because they're jealous of you.
That's literally it. That's what I was gonna say. That is the answer. Yeah.
the whole thing. Like, why are bullies bullies? Because they're jealous of you.
Absolutely.
And always remember that too.
Yeah.
So
Sure. Wild. It's a wild place
Yes.
out here, but we got this.
It
You got
is.
this. It's been great.
Thank you.
Anything
Morgs.
else you want to tell the peeps? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, okay, so I think there might be a little surprise if you've listened to this long, that if you want to go shop on shopkalandkardigans.com, which is linked in our
shop
our link
it's our
tree.
website. Yeah.
You can find the boutique, thanks to Morgan. She updated that today. Thank you, Morgs. But if you want to go shop and you use code BabyWarmerPodcast, as it's spelled, our little name, you can save a little bit of money on your next order. So take advantage, because that won't be forever. Probably be up there for like a week. So literally take advantage, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
but yeah,
I love it so much. Thank you, telling all the peeps all the things. I feel
of course.
It's so exciting, because it's like we hadn't had a moment to like tell the peeps,
exactly,
all the fun details. So I know you got to stay up to date.
Mine as well.
And go follow the pages, all the pages.
Yes, all of the pages. We got obviously Baby One More Podcast on all of the platforms. Yes, and also Shop Kale and Kardigans with the K's on all of the platforms also.
Yay!
And I think that's everything.
I know. Oh, it was so great.
Thanks for interviewing me.
Oh, you're
a true interviewer. Like, your interview skills come out. You're so professional.
Dude, but I feel like, but I also like needed you to like fill in my blanks. I'm so formal. I have hired people before. So.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that is for you. I don't interview. The one time they had us like interview for a kindergarten position, I was like, I just want to sit here and listen. Can somebody else ask questions? Like, I don't. Oh my God. I don't want to be that person,
dude.
No, thank you.
That's a story for another day, as I feel, of all the interviewings I've done.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The spa was I worked at a spa. If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
That was a wild ride, to say the least. But anyways, thanks for joining us,
about interviews.
I know, right?
That would be fun, actually. I just have more interview, like, horror stories, to be honest. No, we should. Oh, guys, we're definitely going to do an interview story.
Yeah.
Actually, real quick before we sign off, if you have any like crazy interview stories, leave them in the comments, because we'll talk about them on the pod. But also we can talk about if you've had any crazy ones. I know I obviously haven't interviewed anyone, but the interviews that I've been to have been quite interesting, to say the least. So
I mean, you were
starting all the way back in freaking high school. Yeah,
that is true. You were crazy place.
We could have a whole episode on just Steph's crazy jobs. Like, I was telling Joe the other day, I have always worked in cultish type jobs. Seriously scary. Like when I was hired at Abercrombie, it was before the whole lawsuit happened, and you had to be a certain way. Thank you, my little thumbs down. You had to look a certain way. You had to dress a certain way. So I think that would be a fun episode just to do in itself. And then same with the laser tag, because it was the same thing. Look a certain way.
Crazy.
Be a certain way. Like the similarities. I'm like, why do I keep having jobs like this? I have to
interesting.
Basically be cultish. So anyways, let us know. Let us know any funny or crazy interview stories, or also any funny or crazy job stories. And we'll do a whole episode about our crazy interviews / jobs of the past.
I'll definitely post it on our stories to collect them too if you need a place.
Oh yes, that's perfect. But, yes.
Oh my God.
That. Okay. Anyways, this is when the best thinking happens.
I know, right? I love
After half of a beer.
Well, cheers to the launch, and
thank you, Morgs.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you soon.